Welcome back to the Space Age. In today's video, we're going to be getting a message from the Watchers, which is a type of angel in the angelic order. So there are like fallen ones and there are like the good ones, you know. And today we're not going to be channeling the fallen ones, we're going to be channeling the beings that are essentially watching everything. That is what they are said to be doing. They watch, that is what they do. They are also known as the Grigori. In today's video, we're going to be getting a message from them. I tapped into them yesterday and just unexpectedly, I was like, yeah, let's do this. And very interesting energy, guys. So we're gonna do like a general message from them, and then we're gonna do like a little mini pick a card. And if you haven't already selected, I'm going to put, I don't know if I'm gonna put that in like the actual thumbnail, but I will be putting a timestamp below where you can select your mini reading. But first we're going to start off with what the Watchers want us to know as a collective, because I feel like there's a certain message that needs to come through for the collective. Okay, yeah, okay, so this is sort of peeking out, and this is the one that fell out. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Eight of Swords. I think it's interesting that they're called the Watchers, and then they released this card with the girl with the blindfold. This actually came out yesterday when I was talking, and then this card comes out again too, which is the Three of Cups. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm hearing offerings. For some, this card has been vexing me recently, because in this particular deck, the Three of Cups is about celebration, celebrating with friends, celebrating with people. And in this particular card, I hear offering. And I'm not exactly sure. And then we have this also came out yesterday with them too. Like, this is like, there's an energy coming in right now that is very like, very divine. Something that I saw earlier is that there's like a, before I actually get into that, okay, now we have the Knight of Cups here as well. So again, like another offering. Okay. Let me just start here, okay, with the message that's coming through. I'm hearing that everything is in divine order. Okay. So a message that I am sensing is that we have to make a trade, in a sense, okay? What are we offering up? I feel like we're offering, yeah. So the message that's coming through is essentially trading. We have a tower coming up here. Trading your old life. You know what? Yeah. For a new one. Yeah. Giving up our burdens so that we can experience pleasure. Right? And we have the Ace of Swords. This is crazy, because yesterday when I asked if, it's funny, the same cards that pretty much the same cards I got. So I got this card when I asked if we should do a reading, and then I got this card here. And they were both on the other, like, it was just like this, where it was one on one side and one on the other. Giving up your burdens. You can make a trade. You can give up your burdens, hand them off to a higher power, right? So the Most High, Source, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Make a trade. Your old story for the new one, right? If you've been experiencing woes, if you've been experiencing burdens, it's funny. right? Look at this. Okay, so we have the horse going in this direction. This is the knight going towards this, like, this is representing to me like the higher power, God, source, right? His horse is going in this direction, telling me that this offering he's making is to this higher power. It's like, let me take, let me eat, let me drink your worries. Trade the old story, trade your woes. You can do this ritualistically with water. I'm seeing water in the water here. The horse is in the water. This horse in the water reminds me of Lord of the Rings. When Éowyn is like taking Frodo across the water and the wraiths are following her, and she does water magic. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't know where that was going, but then I remembered, I just saw that scene. She does water magic to stop the wraiths from coming towards her. That's so crazy. She does water magic, and that prevents the wraiths from crossing and catching Frodo. I don't know if you've seen Lord of the Rings, but that's your call to watch Lord of the Rings. But yeah, you have to, so I'm seeing like water magic might be a thing that you guys are, I'm hearing magic at this time. It's kind of interesting. I'm getting this message that magic is important, right? Especially people that don't, I'm just gonna say it, like if you don't practice, like I don't even, like I've never had like the time investment to do like, you know, rituals and stuff like that, but creating a magical lifestyle and accepting the magic. Like if something magical happens to you just by seeing like, you know, numbers, repeating, synchronicities, acknowledge those things and never count it as coincidence, and you will start seeing more of that magic. But maybe inputting some rituals or like daily rituals on a daily consistent basis, because just the message that I've been feeling lately is that this is your birthright to be able to, and this is, you know, I feel like it's always, you know, demonized and whatnot, but it's actually like your birthright, because this is like a natural rhythm of life. It's a natural rhythm of life. You know, we came from, like, our ancestors were like these shamans, you know, they were connected to nature, connected to the universe, connected to the Tao. And I'm hearing that right now in this time period, we can offer our woes in whatever way that works for you, your woes, any of the heartbreak, any of the hardship, make a trade. Because you know what? You know, everyone's like, in the spiritual community is like, there's no good, there's no bad, and whatever. As humans, we can feel when something is morally depraved and morally good and all that kind of stuff. But it's almost like the universe, yeah, in the grand scheme, maybe there is no true good or bad, right? But something that's really like a life that is bad, that we would deem bad as humans, or a life that sucks, right? And then there's like a life that's good, a life that sucks, a life that's good. Those are equivalents, essentially, in the universe. Metaphysically, those are equivalent, right? It's one-on-one energy spectrum. Maybe there's like a lower vibe or like a higher vibe, and those are not necessarily good or bad, but you can trade an equivalent energy, right? These are like, it's like on the scale, these are like almost equivalents. They balance each other out, the good and the bad, right? You can trade this for this, okay? Yeah. If you've been, like the message recently, left for dead, if you've been experiencing woes, betrayal, hardships, look what's on the other side. I didn't even see this card. I did not even see this card. Like this is a card that pops out, but I'm seeing these two cards on both ends. I literally didn't see that. So we have the 10 of Swords on one side, right? We have the 10 of Swords on one side. And on the other side, we have the Empress living her best life, a magical life, with her wand in her hand. The message could not be clearer. Thank you, watchers. Thank you. You have to and this is funny because you've this is 10, this is completion. It's like you've finished that other story, trade it up today. traded up today. Justice. You can't make this up. As I pull these off, like justice is on the back. Justice. Divine justice. That's funny. There are the scales right there. I was just talking about the scales. I was literally just in my mind, like seeing the scales. It's like you have this one life. I have a call coming in. Okay, that was annoying. The call just like, but anyway. So the scales, it's like you can make a trade at this time. Yeah, and they have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. And then the King of Pentacles. And then we have the 10 again. It's like, yeah, the 9, it's just, okay, so yeah, the message that's coming through here is like making a trade. So this is the card that popped out before all of that. We have the Fool in reverse, but I actually like prefer the reverse on this particular deck. I've mentioned this before, but I see that comet right there. There was recently that comet that came by on February 1st that the last time it came by was like 50,000 years ago. And I believe that comet came with a lot of energy, and that's what created this shift in timelines, especially if you're in this collective energy. If you're seeing this video, there has been a timeline shift that's happened. So that's why it's really important to start embracing magic, because we're not in the same world. If you don't already know this, I'm here to inform you of that. It was 1:11 as I just said that on my new timer, because like the phone call cut off my thing. But this is what's coming out. Okay, let's see if there's any other messages from the Watchers. Gonna use this one. Okay. Any other messages from the Watchers? Thank you for your messages. All right, we have healing. Healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you in this situation. Yep. It's just so random how I just was like talking to the Watchers yesterday. I was like, hey, let's check in with them. I've never even, they're just coming through. There's healing energy at this time. Also, I was like doing like a pre session with the Watchers just now, just to like check in with the energy, be like, you know, and they were showing me the 7 of Wands in reverse, which is which was showing me the battle is already won. And I didn't know exactly what that means. A lot of different things for a lot of different people. Some people think of it in like the spiritual war that we've been in. Some of us think of it in like various ways, but I'm just seeing that there was a battle, right? And we've all been going through it. If you're watching this, you've probably been going through years of your life where you experienced battles, right? And the message that was coming through is that the battle's already won. And the reason why they're saying trade one thing, make an offering of like your woes, right, to like this thing, right, like give that up, right, give that up so that you can receive something else. Because if you've been in that defense mode, fight or flight, you've been going through a lot of trials, tribulations, you are like almost stuck in that energy. You're not stuck anymore because the battle's already won, but it's like it's like this healing that needs to come through. Healing, healed, healer. Because now you have to remember that the other shoe, you have to like learn again that the other shoe is not going to drop. That shift happened. It happened. Trust me, I know. You have to like start doing, healing your amygdala is a thing, especially if you're in that cycle where you're just waiting. Oh my God, with the comet here, wishing on a star, your wish is granted. That's what I'm saying. We shifted worlds, okay? This is Space Age Tarot. This is how we do it around here. We talk about the actual like magic stuff that's happening. You shifted worlds, and this is not like, this is literal, okay? I mean, literal in like the sense that, you know, operating on the fact that we live in the magical world. You know what I mean? Your wish is granted. what you've asked for is coming true. Yeah, because we're in a different timeline, okay? Assertiveness, okay? Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. This is what I was connected to that last thing I was saying. You are no longer in a timeline where you have to operate by doing things you don't want to do. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. So again, if you feel like there's something you don't appreciate about your current reality, don't feed into it. Offer it away to the higher power, you know, whatever you want to call it, like, and just be like, God, universe, like, take this, and then it'll be alchemized, essentially, is what's going on here. Stand up for your beliefs is like, if you have something you're passionate about, now is the time in your life where you give into that joy and watch how it generates more joy. Start feeding your joy at this time. Stand up for what you believe and stand up for you. This is really a time for healing. It really is a time for healing because you're in a new timeline, and it's like time to recognize that you are in a new timeline, okay? So I'm just gonna, I'll ask for some last messages if there are any last messages. Actually, I want more from this deck. There's something more in this one. Something else. Watchers, any last messages to add on to that? They're so cool. So many things came out. Okay, that's so crazy. This has been coming out like for like every time I use this deck. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. You've finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. Okay. Love life is popping out as well here. A bunch of stuff popped out actually, like spiritual teacher, you've got the power, a lot of stuff, marriage, birthday, might be a birthday coming soon, flower power, spend time in nature. Yeah, a lot of stuff popped out, but this is the one that really is just 717 on my timer. Yeah, this is crazy. Say goodbye to the old and hello to the new. Yeah. Say goodbye to this and hello to this. Try it out. Try out for a day. Try it out for 2 days. You will see that this time in your life is different, okay? It's time to, and I know it's not easy, that's why you have to do these healing, especially if you are someone who has like a lot of like, the trauma and like the automatic response, right? Okay, assertiveness. It's really time to stand up for that. So yeah, we're in a different, like if you're in a different timeline is really what I'm seeing. And it takes some time to get used to that because you might have been going for like decades operating on the old timeline, the old time stream. So that's why it's like rituals. It's not just even magic. In psychology now, it's like a lot of like psychology. If you look into like psychologists, like notes and like books and stuff like that, they actually in their practice, they tell people to do rituals in order to manage trauma or to heal, to actually do actual rituals, which is like, it's kind of like crazy, but it's like, it's because it's like we're returning to like the magical world is what I call it. It's like we're returning to that. It's like, you know, in the movies, like when yeah, okay, sorry. I like when there's like magic has disappeared and no one remembers that magic once existed and it's been so long, like no one believes in magic, we're just in the mundane world. and then people like the main characters discover that magic was once real. That's you guys. That's this collective energy right now, okay? So this is like what they're trying to let us know. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. Do you see how magical this card is? Like that star. Yeah. Her feet are bare. It's like a return to nature. Our nature as humans, right? Connecting with our ancestors, all that. The magic. Taking a leap of faith into trusting the source of all things, trusting that you are love, that if you offer this, it will be alchemized, okay? So just, maybe you can do multiple things to just help yourself recognize that shift has occurred so that you can shift internally and just keep working at it, because you can heal. You can calm. Like I listen to Sapien Medicine, like for your amygdala. You can listen to frequencies regularly at night, listening to abundance frequencies like the Jupiter frequency, like type in Jupiter pure tone frequency or something like that. Abundance is your birthright, right? So yeah, trade one frequency for another, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get into the individual pile thing that I said, the mini pick card. So yeah, I will see you in your little mini reading. All right, hi group one. We're just gonna do a little bit of an energy reading. So it's like specific, like any specific messages the watchers want to share with you. The Strength in Reverse card. Okay, so this is really bouncing off of the general reading. This is the Strength in Reverse, but I feel like it, again, like I just love this deck because it just shows so much extra context. Standing brave in front of the beast, right? Standing strong in front of the beast, this being like perhaps anxiety, worries, because it takes like it's like, in your head, this is like an example just from everyday life, like, right? Like you're in your head and like you have like this anxiety about doing a certain thing that you want to do, and there's like this voice talking, this voice being this thing, right? And then you looking at it and being like, oh, I know you are fear, right? You're not the frequency of love. So whatever you're telling me to do, it must not be the truth. And then you taking that brave action to face this beast with calmness and serenity, and then discovering and uncovering that. It's funny, this is the card I got yesterday when I was like tapping in, giving up. This is the card about the woes, giving up those woes, right? Understanding that something new is going to come your way, something different. Understanding that there are other options, right? That fourth chalice being offered to you to let you know that there's more, okay? Yeah, it's funny. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, saying like, you could be getting overwhelmed by the options. There are multiple options, but the truth is what you love. Seeing through that. This is about you guys needing to see through the illusions, okay? See through the illusions and stand up for love, okay? Stand up for love, okay? And we have this card of healing with this hawk here. Okay, any last messages from this tarot deck for group one watchers? Okay, and then this comes out again. This is the first card that we got for the group reading. So this is the Knight of Wands in reverse. We ride at dawn is what I heard. We ride at dawn. What am I getting for this? It's interesting. Oh, it's crazy. And then the other card, the other night that came through, this was in reverse the first time, and this is the one that's here again. It's like, again, the offering. Like, you don't have to fight anymore is what I'm hearing with this. You don't have to fight anymore. There's a new way. There's a new option for how to live your life. You don't have to go through this storm anymore alone. And you never did, but it's like now it's like really time to take that leap of faith and trust your intuition, trust your heart, follow your heart. Your heart is another brain, you know? That's what I always think. Like, your heart is like another brain. And it's time to listen to love, okay? Right. And start something new. Okay, I'm going to do a postcard from Spirit for group 1. Okay. Watchers, we're going to close out the message with this postcard from Spirit. I love these messages. Ooh, okay, that flips over. Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break wide open. We had that ace, or we had that 3 of swords just now with the heart. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lesson learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. Wow, that was beautiful. So yeah, allow yourself to process these emotions, give them up, but don't store them. Don't store them. Let them release them so that something can take them from you, and then you can be empty so that something can fill you with that love, that divine love. Okay? We are loving you, sending you love always and forever. Yeah, it's time to really just, even if you're scared, even if you feel sad, 1717, no matter what you're feeling, process it, become empty, and allow that love to fill you. Choose love this time, okay? Yeah. I hope that message was helpful. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. Let's begin your mini reading, and let's get some messages coming through. Okay. So we have the Queen of Cups being in reverse right there. Okay. I'm seeing the ibis. I believe that is the same bird that Thoth, Mercury, is as well. Let's get some more information about this. Group number 2. Watchers, what would you like to let group number 2 know? Oh. I'm seeing the tower in reverse sort of popping out a little bit, which is again like a message of, you know, maybe going through an existential crisis or going through like an existential period, but also finding yourself through that. That's so interesting. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups, and see, this is the upright side. We have both of them in reverse. And this is the Watcher. This came out yesterday. This is also a Watcher watching you. You guys need, this is the message coming through. Stop denying your power. Stop denying your power on all levels. Your emotional strength, spiritual strength, all of it. Stop denying it. You can't turn your back on it anymore, not in this time period. We have the Ace coming out again, the Ace of Pentacles. It's time to embrace your power. It's time to step into abundance for you guys. Step into your divine feminine, doesn't matter what gender you are, because I'm seeing the Venus in this thing right here. You will receive abundance by stepping into your feminine energy and allowing yourself to receive, because you are powerful beyond measure, and it's time for you to be aware that you are powerful beyond measure and that you don't actually have to struggle to receive abundance. It's about receiving, which is you staying still and allowing the world to move around you. Look into Taoism. Look into Taoism. Be still. That's how you, this is the feminine energy, being still and receiving, allowing things to work around you. Just being in your center, choosing what makes you feel good, being present and receiving, okay? This is something, I think that Taoism might be helpful in helping you understand how to unlock this power. Because you think, I'm sensing that you think you have to try really, really hard, but you don't. You have two queens here. This is showing me that at some point you made a decision, or like that story, this is the story you need to give up. This is the story you need to give up, because you don't even realize that you are royalty. You are powerful. You are the court, okay? The fact that two of them came out like that. Any last message for, oh, a lot of stuff came out. Too many cards for me to manage. One card, please. Yeah, so let me get one last message. I think that might be all, because I mean, that's pretty conclusive here. You don't have to work that hard. The queen doesn't have to, like, the queen is sitting on her throne. Does she need to move to be served, to be receiving things? And we have the Ace of Wands that comes out. Yeah, this is a victory, okay? This is you receiving the accolades. So just sit still, sit tight, be where you are, be wherever you are. We have the Magician at the back, of course, because you're magical with this Queen of Wands here. You're magical, and it's time for you to start seeing that, embracing that. And on the back, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is about you receiving abundance. So in this time period, the Watchers want you to know that you're going to be receiving a lot of abundance, and a lot of acknowledgement. This is also you not being seen, but you're going to be seen, okay, with this 6 of Wands here. Yeah. You're like, it's like you were hidden in the past, and now you're going to be in the light. It might have been like, you know, the spirit hiding you almost as protection, or like it's like now it's time for your debut is what I'm getting. So we're gonna get a postcard from Spirit. I'm going to shuffle this, and we'll get like our last message with these postcards. I love the postcards. So can we get one message for Group 2 Watchers? One message for Group 2, please, Watchers. Ooh, there we go. Dear you, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. This is showing me that like you guys were like dimming your light, not showing that you were the queen. And this is not gender specific, queen, king, whatever. You not showing that you're amazing. This is why you're going to be in the spotlight. Yeah, this is you not showing your face. This is you not showing who you are, okay? Let me read that line again. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic, and that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. You are the standard. You create standards. I'm just adding that myself. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and will only lead you to success and ultimately happiness. Don't compare yourself to other people. Want what you have, choose what your heart wants, and know that your purpose is yours alone. The queen is the only one. The queen is the only one, okay? And she's the only one that has this purpose in the kingdom, okay? No one else can claim your magic, Queen of Wands, nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. Okay, I hope that it's so clear to you guys. Oh, it's speaking of magic this entire time, it says you are magic, and there's a unicorn. Very unique energy. You have double queens here, which is like, that's a rare and powerful gift. And I imagine with people seeing a light shining that brightly your entire life, especially when people didn't have that, it must have been you having to develop this shell over and over and over again to protect yourself, because showing up authentically might not have been invited, but at this time it's really up to you. Have to be brave and show up. But I'm already seeing that this is just an energetic shift that has already happened within you, and this is confirmation that it is done. Okay, anyway, that is what I have for you, group 2. I hope you enjoyed that reading, and I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, group 3. Let us begin. Ooh, okay. We have the King of Wands showing up. Okay, so in this time period, in this shift, salamander is really popping out here. In this time, you guys are going to be stepping into a role of a leader, someone who is a visionary. Your vision is going to be executed at your command, essentially. You can either say, like, you know, talk to your higher self and ask for something to come to you, but I'm seeing that there's going to be people coming into your life that are going to help you execute a vision, and you're going to be stepping in as a leader. We have the Tower reverse coming up again. Yeah, the old way is done. Okay, this is telling me that you guys have been going through a lot of trials and stuff like that, but it's finally starting to settle in where you stand in the world. You're starting to let go of the reins. We see that these two creatures are in the Chariot card, right? And they're the ones that pull the chariot. You're starting to let go of the reins and let the universe take its control. You're literally sitting pretty on this throne, and you're allowing the universe to take away your woes. I essentially see these chariot creatures as like these like almost like Valkyries that are like taking away souls or whatever to like Valhalla or something, but instead it's like this is taking away like this tower moment from your life. You're being transitioned out of a tower moment where you may have just done so. Before I shuffle, I just saw this Two of Pentacles, and you see that boat in the background. You guys are going to be, or you might have recently moved or traveled, or you're going to be moving soon or traveling soon. It's going to be major shift, major changes in your life, because you're stepping into this new role as a visionary leader. Yeah, for some of you it might be like confusing. You might, there's way too many things that popped out. Sometimes like half the deck pops out and I'm like, I can't do it all. You guys might be worried when this opportunity happens, when this starts to happen. You guys might feel anxious about it because you're like, where did this come from? You're gonna be like, where did this come from? Or you might have already experienced, like, you're stepping into it. Maybe you got like some kind of promotion in some way in life. And we have 2 9s here, by the way. We have 2 9s. and you're like, how am I going to handle all of this, right? We all experience that, but just know that you are capable. Just do it. Just start doing it. Clear your thoughts. Just try to meditate and just give your worries away in this situation when these things change, or if they're changing right now. Just understand that you are capable. And if you're having lots of thoughts, racing thoughts about it, you are capable, okay? And we have this 9 of Cups in reverse, which is telling me that, it's interesting. She always seems like a temptation to me, because this is the upright version, you know, he's standing there behind the, you know, the wish he has received. So this is like a wish that you've received, like your wish is being granted, right? And you might feel tempted to be led astray by something. I kind of want to know what exactly. It could be your anxieties. Yeah, we have the Moon card here. We have the Moon card, and we also have the 9 of Swords here, right? You might be it's like I'm almost sensing like you feel worried that you might go back to the old version of you, and what you're being told here is that there's no need to worry about that. There is no need to worry about like reverting, or like again, like that shoe dropping and then things not working out. Yeah, this is gonna require blind faith. And we also have the 3 of Swords again coming up. This happened for another group. And we also have the Star. The Star. This is, you're free. Ooh, the sirens are like confirmation. You're free at this time. Okay, you're finally free of that old situation. It's time to have blind faith now, and that's actually how it really operates. And it seems hard to have blind faith all the time, but in our natural state, without all the pressures of like this weird pocket of reality we used to exist in, it's like faith was not even like really like a thing that you just were like, you knew you were taken care of. You're just flowing with everything. So this is a time where it's like you're just going to start getting used to operating on this time. And then we also have the Queen of Wands coming up. I feel like the Watchers have really been wanting to give this Queen of Wands out, because I keep seeing this with them. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so this is a message that you guys might be finding your divine counterpart if you guys are single. And even if you're not single, I don't know if you're with your divine counterpart or will be encountering them again, but there's a divine counterpart, lots of passion, lots of love, very, like you're going to be very attracted to this person. This person, you are going to have a very spiritual connection, very fiery connection, okay? They're like matching, very matching, matching energies. This could be like a partnership of any kind, but the King and the Queen, this is really powerful stuff with the Star on the back. You guys are free. Lots of wish fulfillment here. But again, like, don't let the pressure get to you, and understand that you are being carted off from the situation, and ask to let go of the reins and not control everything, you know? Just all you can control is the vision that you have and what you want to give to the world, is what I'm seeing with this Queen and King of, what if that floated? This King and Queen of Wands. You know, all you can control is you and the vision you have, and trust that everything's going to be lining up for you. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to get one last message for you guys from the postcards from Spirit. Let's get one message from the Watchers for group 3. Okay, one last message. One postcard from Spirit for group 3 Watchers. What do you want group 3 to know at this time? Okay, with love, okay? Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation. So that's like trading that old life for the new one, okay? Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. Okay, this is very much like King and Queen. Oh, interesting. On the other side of like the Queen, we also had the Knight of Wands. That's crazy. You guys got all 3 court cards from the Wands, okay? It's like getting a royal flush, but like you have the entire court of fire. You guys are gonna have, this is a season of your life where you're going to be so happy and passionate. Love, romance, career, everything is going to be fueled by your passion and your love of things. Lean into that because this is your time, okay? Don't fall into like old anxious habits. But anyway, let me continue this message before I like, okay. You will, where are we? Do a solid kindness, and yeah, do a solid kindness. Like, you know, the king and the queen and the knight, they all serve the kingdom, okay? So, you will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. Also, confirmation burp. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. Yeah, divine counterpart. This could be an offer of a love, an offer of a contract. This is a major partnership that's coming into your life. And it could be like an entire court of people. It could be an entire team for some of you guys, or an entire family for some of you guys that want like a family, or like some of you guys that need like a team for your business. This could be a soul, this could be soul family too. I was wondering, like, why are we getting literally all from the same court? This could be you literally actual court members from like a past life or the spiritual order. This could also be seraphim. You could be an earth angel connected with seraphim, which are like the fire, the burning ones, the fire angels, which is why we're getting all this fire. Okay, you could be angelic. Yeah, related to your situation. This is very interesting. I'm like, this is really powerful. You guys are like a collective energy. There's going to be you connecting with a very powerful collective energy very soon, okay? Like, I'm seeing soul family uniting, and then when you guys unite, it's going to be fire. It's gonna be fire, okay? You have to receive, not give. Okay, I had something I wanted to say. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous, yeah. Take it and trust that you are worthy. Yeah, that's actually what, it's funny that they say that, trust that you are worthy, because we're talking about like, you know, you having this wish that you want, but then being tempted to maybe go back. See how she's going toward the anxiety, going back to the anxiety. Maybe you have trouble trusting people, or again, waiting for that second shoe to drop or something. And no, you might feel this, but it's not like you're gonna, even if you feel this, it's not gonna, it's just gonna show you, it's going to prove itself to you that it's okay. But it's like Spirit wants you to know you are okay. It is a time where you can learn to trust, because the people, the situations coming into your life, these are like soul family level. This is like the universe sent it. These are like angelic frequencies, or like higher frequency people that are like on your level of royalty, okay? Yeah. So letting go of this and then allowing that to come in. This is amazing. I'm so glad that we connected with the watch. I feel like I want to say something else, but I mean, like, I guess it's all here. Like, there's something, oh yeah. I wanted to go over one last thing with you guys. Letting go of a debt, or do a solid kindness for someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. Yeah, so now, especially with the fire wands energy, you are going to be acting from your heart space, giving from your heart, and you will receive that abundance back. Giving from your heart is like doing what feels good to you, what brings you fire, what brings you passion, what makes you light up. Start doing that, and only focus on the lighting up part. Forget about anything else. Just focus on what lights you up, what brings you that fire, okay? We love you so much over here. That is how I feel too. So the Watchers love you, I love you. That was an amazing reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.